it's very much like an evolution, like a necessary evolution, at least for me as a martial artist. And I know for a lot of people that don't understand pro wrestling, that seems silly, but with my background in catch wrestling and whatnot from MMA, it really goes hand in hand with pro wrestling, so I really do feel like it's just the natural next thing that I need to learn. I always joke that I think the reason I first became a fighter is because I love pro wrestling. And if you look back on my fight career, I was very much the flamboyant, I guess more pro wrestler-esque fighter amongst the females. Right now I'm a freelance independent wrestler, so that means I'm not exclusively signed with anyone, but some of the bigger companies I work for is Shimmer Women Athletes, and I guess a good comparison would be like they're like the Invicta of pro wrestling. So they're an all-female organization where, unless you're in the WWE, pretty much all the top females are there. If we're talking like the WWE's, the UFC. I wrestle for a lot of great indie companies. AIW, I hold their women's title. Premier Wrestling, I hold their women's title. So it's independent wrestling is pretty much, in a nutshell, anything that's not the WWE. So wherever they have bodies lined up for me is where I like to go. And if one day that door opens, you know, on the WWE or something, or wherever they have bodies there, they all break the same. It doesn't matter what letters are behind it. So I'm just ready to go where the most opportunity lies. As far as the evolution of me, I grew up in this MMA sport. I think for a second, and unfortunately it's the most visible time in my career, I fell out of love with MMA. And I think now I've come full circle where pro wrestling has helped me find my love for MMA again. So I'll always be involved in fighting. It's, you know, some people spend 10 years going to school to get their doctorate in like psychology. This is what I spent my time going to school to learn, is fighting. So I'll always be involved somehow.